Hello, my name is Derek, and today we're going to be going over planes and different ways to use them. So I've skipped ahead a little bit. I've already made myself a 2x2x2 cube in my part window, and that's to show you some different type of planes. So let's get started. On the left-hand side of the screen, you'll notice the three default planes: XY front plane, XZ top plane, and YZ right plane. Now, what those are the three default planes across the origin of your part, and where they all intersect creates the origin for all of your work in SolidFace. So you can use those by default, and you can also use them to create offset planes to those planes. So I'll show you what I'm talking about. So at the top left of my toolbar, I see the plane button. If I click the plane button, it brings me up this window right here, the plane window. So the simplest ones are on the right, according face / plane, and you can do it by either point or distance or angle rotation. So let's go ahead and do point distance, and I'll say 3.0. All right. I hit enter, and it tells me face surface plane. So it's telling me to select a face or a surface or a plane that's already constructed. So I'll hit XY front. Alright, that looks good. I want the blue arrow to come here so I can see the plane front, and I'll hit enter. Now I have plane 1. I can do it again, plane 2. Right? So these are 3 inches apart from each other, and they're 3 inches apart from the original plane I selected, which was the XY front plane. Let's try something a little different. Let's try a angled plane. So I'll say angle rotation. Let's do 45 degrees. And it's telling me to select a face. I'll select this top face right here. And it's going to tell me a line. So I can select this line right here. I can select that line right there. As you see, everything I select with my cursor, whatever line that is, creates the 45 degree plane. So what will happen is the plane's created in the center of that line. Right? I could do down here, I could do down here. I can play around with this tool, and I can also select planes down here, and you can see how that changes the orientation. So I can select different types of planes. Alright. So got a lot of planes going on there, don't I? It's another way to use it. So if we go back into the plane tool, they also have base planes by points and lines. So that one's going to be a little interesting to tell you. So tell me my first point. Alright. So I'm going to activate my auto cursor down the bottom left here, and I'm going to select intersection, and I'll do a midpoint. Oh, and then just intersection. We'll select that point right there. Along that plane, I'll do intersection again. I'll do right there. I'll hit enter. Alright. So, a little hard to see. I'm going to delete some of these planes. Something to note here is that if you go too fast through your plane tool, like I did, these planes will get stuck basically, and they'll think they're created when they're not. So I'm going to go ahead and do File, New, and say don't save. Make sure it cleared out. Okay. Sketch plane. You go to XY front again. Now, here's something. I can change this angle, right? So So I'm giving it an angle of 45 degrees, and I'll give it a length of 2 inches. Okay. So if I look normal to my front plane, this is a 45 degree plane, or a 45 degree angle. So I'm done with that for right now, and I want to make a plane with that. So I'm going to do planes by points lines. So the first point, I'm going to select. End point. There. Third point, that's it. Oh, okay, I see what it's doing. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to sketch on the right plane. And I'm going to draw a line along like that. Okay, and I'm going to hit the green check on that. Alright, so now let's try that base plane by points and lines again. Alright, so first point, I'm going to select end point here. Second point, I'm going to select end point here. And third point, I'm going to select the end point here. And as you can see, based off the first point I selected, it made a plane that intersects those two endpoints. So that's a way that you can create a really custom plane without having to make a bunch of geometry or 6 or 7 different planes and sketches off of it. So that's a really cool tool for you guys to use. They also have associated to the line. You guys can play around with that some more. But the big ones to remember are points, lines, and the two on the right here, point distance and angle rotation. Plane visual size, adjust to window. So you can do that. Or you can use these plus, here, let me move this. You can use these plus or minus buttons right here to adjust the size of your plane. This, of course, doesn't actually matter. It's just a visual representation for you, but it's nice to have. Okay on that. Alright. You can also it's pretty cool. And I think that's cool anyway. Feature suppression. That's pretty cool. Sorry, got a little distracted there. That's all for today. Thank you for watching. As always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to our videos if you want to stay in the know. Thank you.